I think so. I hope so. Hi. Hey, Jess. How are you? Hey, fam. We are back. So we are back from our amazing trip on Icon of the Seas.
We just got back last night into the Phoenix airport.
So. Yeah. I think this is the hardest I've ever had it, like, ship depression. You know, the depression you get when you get off a ship. Because...
Post-trip
depression. Oh, man. That ship was beautiful. Don't you think you could have stayed another week?
For sure.
Oh my gosh. There were so many things that we didn't even come close to seeing, which were epic. And just didn't even make our top, 30 things that we did?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool. We're pretty excited to tell you all about our details of our ship. So we have a little outline so that we don't miss a single subject. And I'm going to pull that up right now. But if you do have some questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and we will definitely cover those here in a minute. I see you, Mo, already starting stuff, already causing trouble.
Appreciate it.
We love it, though.
You want to pull it up in notes or ChatGPT?
Yeah, I saved it, and it's PDF, so I just got to get it. I saved it. I wasn't sure which devices were going to go where, so I just have to give me a sec. And I will pull it up.
So yeah, Icon of the Seas, largest ship in the world. First inaugural sailing was what, like October last year?
I think it was April of 2024. So the ship's about a year and a half old. Yeah. It's still considered the largest ship in the world because its sister ship, Star of the Seas, just came out, but they are the exact same size. So we can still say we have been on, Trouble's my middle name. We can say we have been on the biggest cruise ship in the world. It was pretty great. So if you don't know us, we're the Wandering Westbays. I'm Noelle.
I'm Cody.
And along with our kids, we travel the world and share tips and tricks and our adventures with people because it's our passion. And we definitely believe that everyone should go out and wander, figure stuff out, even if it's just the next town over. We definitely suggest getting out of your own bubble. So tonight, or today, it's 2 o'clock here in Arizona. We're going to give you our honest review. We haven't even gone over this with each other. Our honest review of a bunch of different aspects of the ship. So if you are new, please follow, please like, please subscribe. It helps us go on more adventures. It helps you see more cool stuff. And it really supports our small family business here.
Yeah, and leave comments and questions because we have a lot of tips and tricks to get the most value and fun out of your time and money.
For sure. And what's great is if you ask a question, then we know what videos we need to make, what content we should be focusing on based on what our subscribers like.
Yeah.
So.
And Noelle's a pro travel agent, and I've been a videographer, editor for 21 years now. So us combined, I think, is a pretty good team.
Yeah, we're a good team. So, yeah, let's jump right in. So,
all right.
A lot of people go on a cruise just for this, don't you think? This is our first topic?
Yes.
Food. Let's go over the food. So, the highlights. So the places we ate were the Windjammer buffet, the Surfside buffet. We tried 2 specialty dining with Chops, their steakhouse. Yep. We also did hibachi lunch. We did their El Loco Fresh, which is their Mexican restaurant. The AquaDome Market, which has, 6 different little spots in there. Sprinkles ice cream.
Yep.
Okay.
I always get ice cream.
How many ice creams did you get on this cruise? It gets worse and worse each cruise.
No, I'd say it stays in the teens. I got 13 ice creams.
13 ice creams. That is almost 2 a day. He's very proud of that.
That's really good.
That's very good. And we also went to Sorrento's Pizza that last night. Oh, man, that hit great.
Yeah.
And Base Camp, which I think our son Jordan's favorite place. So, yeah. So where do you want to start? Which was your favorite place to eat? Your favorite meal you had?
For me, it was Windjammer Buffet because it was actually one massive buffet that took up 2 sides of the ship with the Central Park gap in between.
Yeah, they had 2 whole buffets.
Yeah.
Where you walk through the hand washing and you could either go right or left.
Yeah.
We always went right.
And I mean,
Just
when you
how it
have
worked.
like 8,000 guests on a ship, you need lots of dining areas. But we
Mm-hmm.
found that the Windjammer just had the most variety of food. It had, great breakfast, great lunch, great dinner. So all the options that were at the buffet were what was at the main dining. So we only went to the main dining for our first meal on the cruise and the last meal on the cruise. So
Yeah.
most of the
And
other
that's because
meals,
we paid extra for it with the key program, which we will get into later.
yeah.
So I also wanted to say that we will be giving out 2 merch hats. I didn't even tell you this. We're going to give out 2 merch hats if you're one of the first 2 people to message us with the code we give you at the end of this video. So forgot to say that in the beginning. But we have 2 merch hats for whoever stays and actually sees the code at the end of the video. Sorry, go ahead.
That's cool.
So yeah, Windjammer.
Windjammer was great. Also, base camp. It's right in the middle of Thrill Island, so that's why the kids went there all the time. It's like right between the rock wall, the mini course, and the water slide Thrill Island Park. So it's a great spot. You get burgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders, tater tots, and fries. And then right next to it is a nice one of those Coca-Cola touchscreen vending soda fountain things.
Yeah, so what Royal does is they have a soda package you can purchase for a certain price per day per person. I think we paid $11.99 per person per day, which was pretty easy to justify. That's like 3 sodas a day, and the kids did way more than that.
Right.
And they give you this really nice tumbler cup that you can then put under a freestyle machine. So they even had Mellow Yellow, they had Dr. Pepper, and then you can add all the different fruit flavors
And
to any soda.
The cup has like a little chip in the bottom, so it just the machines automatically sense the chip when you put it on there.
Yeah, so you can't use a different cup.
Yeah, so then it accesses all the drinks and all the flavors too. Like each soda, like I got ginger ale lime a few times and ginger ale cherry. So it's like ginger ale peach. They have all kinds of flavors for every single soda.
Yeah.
Which is typical with those kind of machines. But
absolutely.
It was just really nice to have such a huge variety of drinks. They also have like lemonade, Powerade. Yeah. So if you don't drink soda like our son Jordan.
Yeah, our son Jordan hates anything carbonated.
Yeah,
it's
so
too spicy.
He kind of went between lemonade, high C, and Powerade.
Yeah. So what else would you like to say about the Windjammer? We tried it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it was delicious. It's not my very favorite meal I had, but it would be my top 2 meals, and all top probably 10 meals after. Yeah, that would be the Windjammer.
Well, and it's very international too. Like it has all kinds of food from all over the world. Yeah, and so everyone can find way too much food.
Way too much food.
And the desserts each of us would get like 2 or 3 plates.
The desserts were so bougie. They were so bougie. They were like tarts, and like they had pistachio tarts. I mean, it wasn't just a tart. It was like bougie. They had matcha. They had, oh my gosh, they had so many different things.
Everything you could think of, they had it.
They definitely had it.
So impressive. And also they had lots and lots of waiters coming around asking you if you wanted, alcoholic drinks or if they could get you anything. It was really nice. So service in the buffet was really good too. So that's why we went there the most often.
Yeah. And it's so nice because you don't wait. You just sit down. And we had like a routine. We'd find a table, which was a little bit harder than some places, but I think it's because there's so many people on the ship, and we went literally at the most like popular time.
Yep.
So we went, let's see, I'd say 5 minutes looking for a table, maybe 3 minutes looking for a table. And usually if you found a waiter, they would be like, oh, here, let me help you find something, or let me pull up a chair to make it, because we have 5, so it's a little harder because they had like 2 people tables and bar tops and
they're also really good about like if a family gets up, they're really quick to go clear it off so that you can literally sit down.
Yeah, that's my tip. As soon as you see a dirty table, go get it. Somebody will be there to clean it off in 30 seconds. So I would sit at the table. The kids and Cody would go get their food and then come back, and then because you had to guard those tables.
Right.
Some people were marking their tables with cell phones, and I thought that to be very
a little bit risky.
Interesting. that shows you how safe the ship is. That you just left your cell phone sitting on a table and then went to go get your plate of food. So
and there's like thousands of cameras everywhere, so everyone's gonna get caught if they do anything.
Yeah, there's security and cameras everywhere on a cruise ship. So don't be like that lady at the Phillies game
Oh my
who
god.
stole the ball out of that kid's glove, because someone is watching you and you got to be on your best behavior.
Yep.
Which is probably why cruises are so fun, because everyone's just there to have a good time. There's not people there with malicious intent. So.
Exactly.
So
yeah. And then the other place was Surfside Cafe or Surfside Buffet. Right?
I think it was just called. Yeah, well, Surfside is the neighborhood it's in.
Okay.
And I can't exactly remember. It was like Surfside something small bites
Surfside
or something
bites.
like that.
Yeah, something like that. But they had a pretty good buffet too.
Yeah, they had a really good buffet. Oh, we also ate at the little quick stop place next to that buffet.
Mm-hmm.
We had burgers and corn dogs and churros, and confetti cookies. So I mean, there's so much food.
They had really good. I remember they had really good codfish, like fish sticks.
Fish sticks, yeah. So Surfside is like the kids' neighborhood.
Yeah, it's
and
right by
it has a carousel.
Yeah, there's a carousel.
There's a carousel on the ship.
There's also a dry slide that goes from one deck down to the other deck.
Wait, I gotta stop you. Hi, Jackson. How are you, Jackson? We love you, Jackson. Yeah. Our boys are at the mall, so they're not loud while we're here, and they're watching from the mall. So I love that, guys. Hi, out in Chandler Fashion Square. All right. So can I go to my favorite?
Of course.
My favorite was the hibachi lunch.
Yeah.
Did you know I was going to say that?
Yeah.
It was so good. I love a good dinner and a show.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was so funny. He was...
Yeah. They have their whole
hilarious.
like stand-up comedy, you know, all the great jokes and all the dad puns and
all the dad puns were awesome. Yeah, so oh my gosh, and the food? Oh my god. What
it's
did
just
you
so
get?
cool to see them cook it right in front of you.
Right in front of
tricks like spinning the egg on the spatula and flipping it up into their hat and stuff like that.
Yeah. Or putting an egg in their hat and then pulling out a little jumping chicken.
Yeah. I liked all of it. I also got a drink called geishas something. Geishas I forget.
Punch, I think.
Geisha's punch, yeah, something like that. That was really good. But I also got the grilled chicken and the grilled steak with the fried rice. Oh, and they give you a big bowl of edamame right in the beginning too.
The edamame was good. Hi, Jordan. They're all texting. Hi, guys. So yeah, and what else was happening? That was pretty. They were pretty quick with their service at Hibachi too.
Yeah, they cooked it and gave it to you really quick, and it was super hot, so that was nice. The guy built a volcano out of onion rings and made it smoke, so that was pretty cool too.
That was pretty cool.
Chops was okay. We actually sat like right outside the entrance to the restaurant, which was really nice because inside it was like 70 degrees, which was...
It was freezing.
Yeah.
That's freezing for us Phoenix folk.
It was a bit too cold, especially compared to the outside where it's like humid and warm. So it was really nice out there. And yeah, the food was pretty good there.
The food was good. I mean, it definitely was good, but it wasn't...
It take a while.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily...
It definitely wasn't our favorite.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So, make sure this is working. Is that
We're still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
I think
that's Instagram. Looks like it, yeah.
Is this TikTok, this Instagram?
Oh, you know what it is? We're live on your Instagram, not Wandering's Instagram on there.
Whose Instagram? My
Yours,
Instagram?
Yeah, because you weren't signed into Wandering.
Oh, shoot.
That's okay. Right. It's totally okay. So,
you don't want to switch it over?
No.
It is our one with all the subscribers.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So we'll switch it over right now.
Ending this one.
Bye, Mo. Switch over to our Wandering page.
Yeah, there's only one.
It's just Mo.
Oh, I wonder. I think Mo left all the comments on my personal.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
That's what I was saying.
Share or discard?
Discard.
Since it's on mine, I'll
discard it. Yeah. And then just switch.
Okay.
Here, I can do it if you want me to. And then I'll just hand it to you.
She's
keep talking about... I don't know. We have an amazing guru that works for us.
So El Loco wasn't a restaurant, or it was kind of more like a make your own buffet, kind of like Chipotle, but you didn't even need to ask someone to do it for you. It was just all right out there. So I guess it was like a buffet, but they had such good stuff. It was nachos, tacos, burritos. A few times I got the nachos with chili and cheese and salsa. That was bomb.
I didn't like it very much.
Really?
But it just wasn't, what I had was the burritos, like the pre-made burritos, and I much prefer the burritos that you can customize. They had them like pre-made, sitting out, and
I didn't even try the burritos there. So
I wasn't impressed. It was very hard, and like in order to put like the salsa and the guacamole and the sour cream, I had to like dip the burrito into it.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to having it put
So it was
inside.
just like a reheated thing, pre-made?
It was just like pre-made on a grill, a bunch of different burritos. And so I much prefer like Carnival's. How Carnival has, I forget what it's called.
Blue iguana. Like blue iguana. They make it right in front of you.
They make it right in front of you. It's style. Literally Chipotle.
Yeah.
So that I definitely preferred. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that El Loco Fresh is right in Chill Island, where you found a couple of really nice places to take naps during the day.
If you don't know, I like to take an outdoor nap. They're heavenly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one with nature. I love it. I did it as a kid too. I would go outside and lay in a hammock and take a nap like when I was like 6 years old. So.
Icon of the Seas review.
Icon of the Seas review.
Okay. And then they had 2 Sprinkles ice cream places.
Which made him happy because he hates when there's only one.
Right. So, I mean, when there's only one, there's a huge line all the time. Every time you go past. Right. So, it was nice to have 2.
Okay, how do I get that to go straight? Did it turn off?
Yep.
So yeah, so I only had 1 Sprinkles ice cream. Ice cream isn't necessarily my thing. I'm much more of a cake girl. So I definitely devoured the tarts and the Windjammer though.
Oh shoot, this is the fucking thing died. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to do the same with that one.
Oh, fine. All right, that's fine. Just unplug it. Yeah. Okay,
boy.
hello Instagram.
Yeah,
we'll catch you up real quick. There's a code at the end of the video. If you make it through the video and you send us a message with the code, you get a free hat. So follow along. Anyways, so yeah, hibachi, super good. Mm-hmm. What would you say your honorable mention would be? Don't say hibachi. And I won't say Windjammer.
I'm trying to think of like my favorite thing.
Do you want to see the list of food again?
As far as like what food was where, or
no, the other
which restaurant?
Which restaurant you liked? The second best.
Definitely AquaDome Market.
Oh,
you gotta check it out.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so they had like they had I think 3 different menus of stuff from like they had a Mediterranean menu, like a Asian menu, the grilled cheese sandwiches menu, and the mac and cheese menu, which Ella loved. And they have all kinds of different mac and cheese. Like they have the beef ones, the bacon ones, the pepperoni ones, the classic, and I think like one with some veggies in it, like bell peppers and stuff. So that was really cool. But the AquaDome Market was a great place, and we didn't even go there until like the 4th day maybe.
I wish we had gone earlier. Yeah. So it was nice because our daughter loves mac and cheese. I'm sure your kids do too. Mac and cheese is her absolute favorite, and they had a bunch of different kinds of mac and cheese, so she never got sick of it.
Right.
They also had that crepe station.
Oh yeah.
I only tried that. I only tried that once, and it was so good. The
Jackson
strawberry
loves
crepes.
So he went there a few times.
Yeah, our little connoisseur of crepes. Yeah. So
that's our food.
That's
review.
Our food review. Yeah. So let's move on to the
23 minutes on food.
Yeah, vibe check. The vibe check. So a lot of people want to know, who's the ship for? Mm-hmm. Who's the ship for?
Definitely millennial parents and families. Like
our music was playing the whole time. Yeah, it was awesome. Millennials, we are in power now. Yeah. But we're not doing so great, but hey.
You're right. Oh my gosh, the things we've lived through.
Oi. Oh, yes, millennials, our dark humor.
Yeah, so definitely, young families, older families. I saw quite a bit of like senior citizens there.
Yeah, really I mean, I would say the vibe is for everyone.
Yeah,
I mean, there was definitely spots in the ship that you could go that were more party. There are spots of the ship that were more chill. They literally have a place called Chill Island.
And Thrill Island.
And Thrill Island,
our
if your kids want to do
slides.
water slides. Bye, Jordan. And so, yeah, that definitely made it so I would think that everybody would enjoy the ship. I mean, I can't think of somebody who wouldn't.
Right.
There was a spot for everyone, and it was so big that everyone could spread out. That's another thing. A lot of people are worried that going on a big ship like that is really, really crowded, but it's just so big that there is absolutely no crowding. I mean, you'll see crowds, but it's like as you're coming out of a show, that'd be on any ship.
Right.
At 8:30 in the morning in the Windjammer, that would be on any ship.
That infinity pool on the back of the ship, like right above the wake, that was really crowded most of the time, but that was really
the adults only pool, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's
and that was more of like a party vibe sometimes, like when they had the DJ going, but other times it was pretty chill.
Yeah, but there were so many pools that they got kind of crowded, but that's every ship. Every ship when it's really hot. It was like the hottest time of the Caribbean.
They had like what, 9 pools?
9 pools, I think.
And how many hot tubs?
Like 9 hot tubs, and I think it's 4 pools.
Okay, yeah.
They have like a kids only pool, which was great. But what's so awesome about the hot tubs is I would see hot tubs with nobody in them. Yeah. And I've been on Carnival ships where the one hot tub has 15 people in it, and there's space for 10. I mean, it's just like there's the point where people are standing in the middle because they can't find a seat.
That's not comfortable or enjoyable to me at all.
And it's all murky from sunscreen.
I didn't even go in a hot tub this whole trip. Neither did you. So
it was so hot.
It's just not.
It's so hot. I didn't really want to go in a hot tub. Right. So I enjoyed just the Caribbean. So. Yeah, Jesse likes the idea of an adult only pool. Yeah, it was heavenly. It was so nice. So nice. Yeah, so that would be the vibe. So let us know in the comments if you think you're more of a chill island girl or a thrill island guy. What are you? Because what do you want your cruise to be? What do you want your cruise to be? Do you want to be like the swim up bar, the swim and tonic?
Swim and tonic, yeah. There
was a swim up bar, which is pretty cool. If that's your thing, you want to drink and stay cool. That's your goal. They definitely have that. Jessie says chill is definitely her vibe. Yeah, I get that for sure.
Also, they have a lot of different sports activities. Like they have a big sports court on the top of the ship where they have volleyball competitions, basketball competitions, soccer competitions. So it's like this big giant court, and then they have, of course, big net around it.
Yeah.
So the balls won't go off the ship. They also have these cool little like soccer fields under a little glass thing, so you could just play soccer back and forth
with your feet. It had like the underneath your feet were the goals, and so you were kicking it against each other back and forth. We also have vlogs coming out, daily vlogs they'll be out either end of this week, next week. We have a Disneyland trip coming up. So
I don't think we can get the long form vlogs out.
I don't think we'll get all of them out, but I do think we can get one or two out.
After so
1 or 2
we'll
for
see.
Sure.
But
I do them, so don't worry about it. Like he's just underestimating me as always.
All right, so more sports activities. They had the biggest rock climbing wall at sea, and they had 4 different levels. Huge. Like one was like 60 feet tall, and then it was like 50, 40, 30. So, and that was nice that they had 4 different ones because they could have 4 different climbers at the same time, which is really cool. Because I don't know, the other climbing walls I've seen on other ships, it's like 1 or 2 people at the same time. So it was nice to have 4 going. And then the miniature golf course was the coolest golf course I've seen at sea. Like it was this whole kind of shipwreck, plane wreck, island theme. And each hole had like 4 different routes you could putt.
I was absolutely really surprised because it looked like one of those miniature golf courses that you pay to go to. It doesn't look like the ones Disney has a really good one. This was better than that. So it was very, very intricate and well done, and the theming was great. So, yes, Jesse, they have iced coffee. They have iced coffee. They even have a coffee bar for all your coffee themed. Ryan Bean.
And that's in the AquaDome.
Coffee-themed alcoholic drinks, like espresso martini is a lot of people's favorites.
Yep.
So.
And they have a few around the ship, right? Where you can get coffee, at least.
Where you can get coffee. They even have, ready, Jess? A Starbucks. There's a Starbucks on board. And you know those cool Starbucks cups? They even have the ones for each royal ship that has a Starbucks on it. So you could get an Icon of the Seas Starbucks mug, like the city mugs. So, yeah. All right, let's move on to the entertainment. So they had 3 main shows. Their Broadway style play, their aqua show, and their ice skating show, because there is an ice skating rink on board as well.
Yeah, there
you
is.
guys actually went ice skating while I was taking my
I forgot
outdoor
to mention
nap.
that in the sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a big round ice skating rink, and me and the kids went and did a little ice skating. That was the first time they've ever ice skated, and the first time for me in like 22 years. So it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. They had the little hurdle things where you get to like push it around.
Yeah, you hold on so you don't fall on your face.
Yeah, so the kids didn't fall, which would have absolutely ruined your cruise. Oh, let's see if that. Oh. I'm such a klutz.
Oh my God.
My arms are too short.
Yeah.
All right, so that was definitely a perk, was the ice skating rink. So the shows, Broadway style show, the play that they have on board is Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh.
It was incredible.
So impressive.
Yeah. The set pieces were massive.
The set pieces were like 20 feet tall, and they would change out. They had an entire house that flew over the audience. Well, the bed flew out of the house.
Dorothy's
and
bed.
Dorothy's on top of it with a little Toto puppet.
And they're flying around
the audience. They're flying around our heads. So
yeah, and then the witch flying on her broom around. And the flying monkeys too.
The flying monkeys flew.
Yeah.
The flying monkey even grabbed, or no, the witch had Dorothy on her broom, and they were flying together. Remember that when she took her away? So that was crazy. So Wizard of Oz is super popular right now too. It's playing at the Sphere because of Wicked. They even had a Wicked joke. Like he knocked on the door and the door opened. He was like, "Wicked." Or no, he rang the doorbell and the doorbell played Defying Gravity, and he went, Wicked. It was so cool. So that was really awesome. So and then the Aqua show.
Oh my gosh, that was the most thrilling, like exciting,
it was
impressive,
like being at the circus.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And it's insane to see that it was on a ship.
It was literally like Olympic level athletes doing all these flips and tricks and dives and stuff. And the coolest, most impressive, like scariest thing was the person diving off the top of the ship, which is 66 feet above the water.
66 feet above the water.
And the water's 14 feet deep.
14 feet deep.
And so they almost hit the bottom, but then, they spread out underwater, and then they push off the bottom to get up out of the
what's
water.
Crazy is it's not just a pool. The ground comes up. It's like a grate, and it comes up through the water, so they can dance on top of the water in the same show. So they're high diving into water, and they don't know if that stage is there. What if someone messes up? I mean, it was so daring.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
We saw people testing everything, like, during the daytime.
They probably test it every day.
Oh, yeah. They got to test everything just because safety, is super important when you're doing really risky stuff like that. What was your favorite part of the Aqua show?
Oh, my favorite part was the aerialists. Oh, it was so romantic. They had a whole partner dance, and I have a dance background, so it was just beautiful. It was like watching ballet in the sky. Yeah, it was beautiful. And then the rain came on, and they were doing it they were like dancing, and the music. The music was so good. The music was
epic. Yeah, the music was so good.
The music was all themes from movies.
Yep.
So they were playing Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and Love Me Tender from Elvis.
Star Wars. Marvel.
Yeah. They had Black Panther music.
Pirates of the Caribbean, of course, because we're in the Caribbean.
Batman.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was very cool.
All of the great movies.
The soundtracks were really awesome. They were super awesome.
And didn't they have like dance club beat songs too?
Yeah, well they had like kind
of like drum and bass.
Drum and bass, but they were all movie themed songs, so it was very cool.
Yeah.
So
and the lighting and the projections was just so immersive. Like it was just so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not miss the shows. The other thing to know is with Royal, you have to reserve your seat in the show to go. Beforehand, because they sell out. They get packed. They oversell them or whatever.
Do you book it before you get on the cruise ship?
You book it before you get on the cruise ship as soon as you can. And what's nice about that is you know that you have a seat waiting for you. And the last 15 minutes, they then let everybody in, even if you don't have a reservation. So you want to get there at least 15 minutes early. I recommend at least 30 to get a good seat.
if you don't have the
key.
Mm-hmm.
We had the key pass, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, which gave us access to a reserved seating area, which was really nice because we slipped in there in the last 15 minutes and got great seats.
Right. Yep.
So that definitely was one of the perks that sold us on the key.
So, to the notes.
And then, so the ice skating show.
Oh, there's 2 ice skating shows.
2 ice skating shows.
One was like I guess a mashup medley of all the different fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was like trying to find this golden orb with a crown on it that got stolen, and you didn't know who stole it. And so they're all, skating around like
all the different fairy tale characters.
All the different fairy tale characters, skating around. And so that was a fun story, and the ice skaters are so good. Like they can do the triple spins, triple axles, and like backflips and all kinds of stuff where they spin super fast.
Yeah.
So that was very entertaining. And then the other ice skating show was more of kind of like a circus vibe.
Yeah, it was supposed to be all the different
like
elements.
Yeah, elementals.
Yeah, so it was like, and then they could like find some way to relate to the element. Like they did what is it? What's the one that makes diamonds?
Carbon.
So the carbon was
Carbon's
like shine bright like a diamond. They had that song. So it was all current
the music
songs.
was really good.
The music
with that
was good.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like whoever their music directors, sound, editors, engineers, they're really good.
Well, whoever like came up with the concept, it was a really, really cool concept.
And so and the main guy that is kind of like the center of the show, he's like this really, I guess, famous or very talented juggler, and he has these balls that are lit up like LED balls, and he just flings them. I think they're on like really skinny fishing line, because he just launches them like 40 feet away from him, and then they swing back, and then of course he's juggling and spinning them, and everything. So it's
he was cool. He won, I think, America's Got Talent. His name is Victor. I don't know his last name, but we will, like I said, we have the daily vlogs coming out, so we can research his last name and maybe put a little clip of him on America's Got Talent. So, because he was very, very talented, very cool, very, very theatrical. I mean, it wasn't just someone juggling. He was very in the character of, I think he was the sun, I guess, of all these, and the elements were like the cosmos. I don't know.
So if you've been on a cruise and you've been to a show, let us know which show is your favorite.
Yeah, which show has been your favorite on a cruise?
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz was definitely good, but I still think
Disney.
Moana on the Treasure, and we're actually going on the Disney Destiny this winter, and we get to see Hercules, so that might knock
into first place.
Moana off of its chart. So all right, so let's see. Yay, Mo, you found us. Woo! Yay, right. Welcome back, Mo.
Let's go.
All right, so so
entertainment.
Which do you think you'd be more interested in, the ice skating show, the aqua show, or the
Wizard of Oz?
The Wizard of Oz. Are you more of a Broadway
I suggest
person?
go to all of them.
But I say definitely go to all of them. We did not regret a single minute at the shows at all.
They were all excellent.
They were all excellent. All right, so let's move on to the activities, which we covered a little bit in our vibe check.
Yep.
But let's go over the activities. What was your favorite activity on the ship?
I really liked the racing water slides where you get like this mat.
Oh, you mean the one I beat you in?
I say we tied, but I think she got me by like a foot.
We have video proof that I won. My splash happened before yours. But
the thing
just
is,
saying,
I went on the slower one. You went on the faster one.
I also cheated. I also went,
she got a little head
start.
What's
that over there? And he looks and I dove.
Yeah.
Did you jump too when you started?
No, I kind of just like lurched forward.
Yeah, I like kicked my feet up in the air and the guy laughed. I heard him laugh.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, I was definitely, we all know I'm a little bit competitive.
Well, and you get going so fast that it really is.
Yeah, I like was up on the sides like that, and you're laying on your stomach like Superman. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, when I was racing, I actually flipped completely over at the very end and came out head upside down.
Oh, fun.
That was really fun. But also the one where you go up on that ramp thing.
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. I only did that once, and that's when Ella flopped on me.
Yeah.
Jackson got so scared.
Yeah, he thought Ella was gonna fling out of the ship.
Yeah,
out
that
of the
one was
thing.
really fun. And then the pink one right next to the green one.
Yeah.
Where you can have 4 people go on that one. The green one, I think the max is 3 people. And then the racers are just one on one.
Yeah.
And then they were actually repairing the drop slide.
Yeah, the
one that broke.
big one that broke. I'm sure you heard the news about the ship that had the water slide break. That was the one we were on, and we were on it 2 sailings after it broke. So we actually got to see them up in like the chair. They have a cherry picker on a cruise ship.
Yep, this is
the big cherry picker. Lifted them up, and they were fixing it. They've replaced the clear with the
clear
colored,
yep.
the thick colored plastic.
The solid.
I think they're over that clear.
But there was another shorter drop slide, the yellow slide, and that one I went on I think 3 times.
Yeah.
And there was like barely any line for that one. The other ones had about.
It's because nobody wants to do a drop slide on a ship
like
that just
10,
broke.
Right. So yeah, so the waits for the racers were about 10 to 15 minutes. And the wait for like the green one and the pink one was about the same, 10 to 15 minutes. One time we went and it was about like 18 minutes, so not terrible.
Yeah.
And that's just because there's so many different activities to do. It's not like everyone's going to be doing the same thing at any time, you know. So yeah, the waits weren't bad. The slides were really fun, and me and Jackson and Jordan did the FlowRider, which is like the surfing boogie boarding thing.
Yeah, you did.
That was fun.
That was very cool.
So
I got some great footage of you guys on there. Yeah. You guys did so good.
Yeah, the lady who was okay, so here's why we did so good is we had to wait for a really long time to do it. I think we waited like almost an hour.
The boys were kind of nervous about doing it. I hope they're not listening. But they were a little nervous about going, so we went at the last session on the last day. So it was like everyone's last chance.
Yeah, everyone was doing other things, and so they were like, "Oh, I haven't done the FlowRider yet." So then everyone who wanted to do the FlowRider got there. I think there was like 12 people in front of us, and each person gets 3 minutes. Yeah. And then, there's the time in between. So yeah, it was about a 50-minute wait, I think.
Yeah, you guys waited there for a while.
That kind of sucked, but we were watching the people and the instructors, like you have an instructor telling you how to do it and how to balance.
So you guys were just listening the whole time.
Yeah, so we were just listening and watching people the whole time. So our instructor so Jordan went first. He did great. He didn't fall. Jackson went second, and he did great too. And I think he only fell once. Right. And then I went third, and I didn't fall at all. And I got to do like the Superman thing and the sit up.
The boys,
Wakanda forever.
The boys, they had them do the Macarena on a boogie board. Yeah, they were and they all did it. Both of them did it without falling. Yeah, they did a great job.
The instructor was like, "You guys were definitely the best people who have done it."
My babies.
So I was like, "All right, that's cool."
My men are the best men.
Yeah. And
that's pretty cool.
That was really fun, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for you guys to see that footage. It was great.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. So if you don't know, it's like they shoot water at you 60 miles per hour, right?
30
miles per hour. And then you just ride your boogie board on top of the wave. Yep. And then it's all padded so you don't hurt yourself.
Right.
So I did see a woman pop out of her bathing suit.
Uh-oh.
So women, maybe not a low-cut suit, because I definitely saw what I wasn't supposed to see. Yeah. Did I tell you that?
I didn't.
I did. I absolutely did. Ella too. Yeah, we were like. And she was the one whose husband and dad, it was actually pretty cute. Her husband and her dad were filming her at the same time. And her dad and her husband had like this beaming face of pride. It was very cute. So, other activities, let's see, mini golf, carousel, pools, ice skating, water slides, FlowRider. Anything else that we didn't cover? Covering activities, they had different types of. We covered that. I think they had a bunch of different. I don't know, would activities cover things that they did?
Like casino and stuff?
No, like the daddy-daughter dance.
Oh, yeah, we did. Me and Ella did the daddy-daughter dance. And they had
programming, I guess.
Okay, yeah, they had this little like half an hour practice session, like kind of in the early afternoon, and then at night they had the actual daddy daughter dance with like dancing, instructors kind of leading you,
Mm-hmm.
and a DJ, and
Yeah.
that was really
It
fun.
was very cute.
Yeah.
And they invited all makeups of families. I think that they just say daddy daughter dance because it's really cool to see the dads involved. And like
so
the
it's
boys.
like a daddy daughter dance for like 10 minutes or so, and then it's just everyone
a family
joining.
party.
Yeah. So
And the
I
family
like
party
was
part
fun.
was very cool. Watching you guys dance to Gangnam Style, Justin Bieber's Baby.
Yeah.
It was very cute, very cute. And then like there was trivia and archery and oh my gosh, so many game shows that we didn't try, and bingo and a casino and oh my gosh,
and what's
so
really
much.
nice is like you can plan out your day on the app, and
everything is in the app. And this is something Royal does that no one else does. You can actually see the activities before you're on the ship. That is a huge deal. Disney, Carnival, they do the things you can reserve for, but they don't tell you what you're going to be doing every hour of the day. Royals, it's already loaded. There were some more things added once we got on the ship, but I would say 80% of everything was listed 2 weeks before, which is awesome because the kids had a fun time going through and hearting everything that they wanted to do, that they thought they wanted to do. And then when you're on the ship, it tells you 30 minutes before, oh, you wanted to do this, or if you want to do something else, it goes, you already have this planned. What do you want to do? So it's great, like little activity thing. Royal doesn't print out the activities thing. I think you can ask for it if you aren't using a smartphone, but who's not using a smartphone these days?
Yeah, and it's such a waste of paper anyway. If
yeah.
They're going to print everything for 8,000 people.
Like,
no, just
yeah, so it's cool. The app was great, and I found it to be one of the best apps I've ever used on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Very impressed with
that. Which would be comparing Carnival, Disney, and Princess. So
I think the only feature it didn't have, unless I just missed it, was like a navigation to where you want to go.
Yeah,
on the ship.
But that's because they can't really track where you are.
Yeah, there's not a medallion.
Like Princess does. Princess has a medallion. Oh man, I wish every ship had that because you can actually track people in your group exactly which deck and room they're in, which is really safe for parents. It's really cool if you have a husband that doesn't answer his phone sometimes.
Yep. But
we'll leave that alone.
I was very pleased with like how much mapping they had, because like everywhere you go on the ship, they have like little street signs say aft this way, forward this way, so you can't really get lost if you're observant.
Right.
And they have these big like 60-inch vertical TVs with maps of the ship on them, and each deck has what stuff is on that deck, and it's divided into thirds, the front, the middle, and the back. It's a really
big ship. If they didn't have proper signage, it would be really frustrating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It would be really frustrating.
I'd be like, where am I going?
Yeah.
I found myself getting lost a couple times on Princess just because there wasn't a lot of signage.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, tons of signage. You can't get lost. And then also the iconic pearl on the Royal Promenade in the middle is like a good thing to look at. You can see from super far away.
Yeah.
And so
that's like right in the center of the ship.
Yeah, that's where I go, oh, okay, it's by the pearl on this side, Also the AquaDome is like you just go to the front top of the ship. So
yeah.
Easy to get around and find places quickly.
For sure.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah. All right, our stateroom. Our stateroom was so cool. So instead of having a balcony, we had something called a Deluxe Family Infinite Balcony. And what that means is the balcony part is actually inside the room, and instead of it being outdoors, it has a window that goes all the way down halfway. So then that is open like a balcony would be open.
Right.
So it's cool because it's like the best of both worlds. It's like an ocean view. If you're nervous about the kids going outside on the balcony, or you don't use the balcony that much, you can bring the ocean air into like the bedroom area, where we did that numerous times, where it was just nice to feel that ocean breeze and that warm Caribbean air. While you were sitting on the bed after a long day. It was really nice.
It's good to be able to like kind of air out your room too when you
There's
have a bunch of kids.
Also that if you have a bunch of stinky boys, like we have a bunch of stinky boys, or if you have a tuna fish sandwich or something disgusting in your room from the day before, and you like, you know what I mean, and it just stinks up your whole cabin. It was nice to have a window, which I think it's the first ship to have that. So I know Star of the Sea has that as well.
And our room was cool because it separated the. It was kind of like a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because the one bedroom had bunk beds that were like this. Um,
And each bunk bed had its own TV.
yeah,
So the kids were happy.
at the foot of the TV, at the foot of the bed, there was a TV, and then they had curtains that separated the bunk beds, and then a big curtain that separated the bunk bedroom from the main
Like
room.
the adult room.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also a couch that turned into a bed, which
Yep.
is where our son Jordan slept. And then the bathrooms are split like Disney. I think that's where they got that idea, where there's a toilet room and then there's a shower room. So if someone's taking a shower, someone can still go to the restroom.
Right. Yep. You can brush your teeth in 2 bathrooms at the same time.
Yeah, that was also really
Wash
nice.
your hands,
We
whatever.
were always running late, and there was everyone jumped into the bathroom at the same time. So that was really cool. And it definitely had it was the biggest cabin we've ever had. There was a lot of like running around space. Like imagine if you had a toddler running up and down that hallway. Like it's like a nice, instead of it just being such an enclosed small area.
Right. Yeah. It was definitely a good size. The one downside though, and what I would say is they only had one like prong outlet plug.
Only one 3-prong outlet code.
Yeah. In the main room, I think they had 2 in each bathroom, which is kind of weird. I guess if you want to plug
for
in your
shavers or hair dryers or something like that. But it kind of stuck because they had they only had that one, and then everything else was a USB, not
2.0,
USB-C,
like the old school one.
Because I guess that has become really popular in the last year.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have it though, because it came out in April 2024.
Yeah, so I guess
USB-C was already popular.
Yeah, so I bet you Star of the Seas and Legend coming out next year, I bet they fixed that problem.
Yeah, so they did kind of miss the mark as far as like power charging.
Yeah, it was a little
options.
frustrating. And I noticed there wasn't, even over in the kids area where the 2 bunk beds are, all they had was 2 USBs. And so that was frustrating because we didn't bring USB-C. We only brought USB-C.
We did
we
have
had
those
like
little
2 or
yellow
3
blocks with the 2-prong plug, and then like the 3 USB-C ports and the
But we
3
brought
USB
2 of
ports.
them, and there was only one area to have it. 'Cause you don't
Right.
want to charge a bunch of stuff by the sink in the bathroom. That's
No.
just not safe.
Yeah.
So, that was a little frustrating. That's definitely something we would have changed. So, what do you like in what's your favorite cabin choice? We like balconies.
Yep.
Cody's fine with anything as long as it's cheap. But what
long
is
as
your
we get a good
favorite?
deal,
Do you
yeah.
think you like do you think you like ocean view, which is kind of the mix of both worlds,
It's like a
and
big porthole.
Interior, but it's cheaper and you can see the ocean? Or are you more of a balcony person, or maybe you like the suites? So we are looking at trying a suite actually next year for the first time. We were just talking about that this morning.
Oh yeah.
So
Jesse said I always get the cords confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
USB-C is the one the new iPhones use.
Yeah, the little tiny.
And most things use now is like headphones and stuff like that. The USB-C is like the old school. So
No, USB 2.0 is the old school
USB,
one.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
USB is the old
it's the
one.
rectangle kind of wider one with like the
Yeah, and that's very frustrating because
That's been around for a long time.
that's USB-Cs have been around for at least 2
USB
years.
2.0.
No, but
USB-C.
USB-Cs have been around for 2 years, so it was very
at least 2
frustrating
years.
that
Yeah,
they
I think
didn't
3 or 4 maybe.
that they didn't have that. So yeah, I mean I think the 3rd iPhone that uses that now. So, and Samsung's been using those.
Right.
So yeah.
For Dell laptop chargers and stuff like that. So.
All right, you ready for excursions? Ports of call?
Yeah.
We have good news and we have bad news. The good news, we had a blast. Bad news, one of our ports of calls was canceled due to weather, which is really, really hard. First time that's happened, and it's in your cruise contract that it can happen.
Can't control the weather.
Can't control the weather. It's the one thing you can't control. Weather and death. Those are like that's it. And taxes.
So
like,
let's talk about our 2 excursions we went on first,
Yeah.
and then the one that we didn't get to go on.
Okay.
So St. Thomas, oh my gosh, mind-blowingly beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like, it's just so picturesque and majestic and serene.
And this like fluorescent turquoise water
yeah.
that even our 18-year-old said didn't look real. I mean, it looks AI. If I hadn't seen that with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it.
Right.
It is that like neon teal color, and it sparkled, and there were like these, I don't know why, certain patches of it based on where the sun was.
It looked like bioluminescence, but during the day and brighter.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was
crazy.
like highlighter. It was gorgeous. And the craziest rainstorm ever.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Came out of nowhere.
So we did a 6-hour. It was like an open air bus kind of thing. I don't know what you call it. It was
it was like a tram tram, but a bus. They had a lot of them there as their taxis. It was cool because it had like 6 rows. So we went with a bunch of people.
Yeah, the max was 25 people. And
it was just sitting in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, Godfrey Tours, it was like a Ford F550, so it could carry all those people.
Yeah.
And it was nice because he had 2 coolers on the back with ice cold drinks. So that was a perk. And he had a big box of chips too. So like people were getting hungry, during the drive, you could just snack on those. But the drive up was incredible. Our tour guide was talking a lot about like how the hurricanes destroy everything all the time, so that was really sad. But
yeah, it was very sad.
Just the
there was so much destruction still from 2017 where they had Maria and Irma back to back. So
brutal.
So brutal. And they were saying that most people on the island don't have insurance because they can't afford it, or insurance companies, it's just so expensive there because of the hurricanes. So that was definitely making us rethink our plans to not get back on the boat because we love St. Thomas so much. We could have moved there.
Gorgeous. And so on the tour, they took us to like the downtown shopping area where we got a bunch of souvenirs in the local market that supports their economy.
Yep.
And there's some really old buildings there, like I think one was like 1670, built in 1670. And it's like this big stone castle.
I think it was 1617, wasn't it?
Maybe.
It was so old. I mean, just so old.
And back then they built everything out of stone, so the hurricanes can't break it.
Yeah, it's been there forever, and it still has cannons from pirate times.
Yep, and it was like Sir Francis Drake the pirate, and Blackbeard and Bluebeard. So it's like they all. I mean, why would you not want to be there? Like, if you're a pirate, you could keep all your treasure there and go pillage the Caribbean islands and all that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it was cool just to see like the super old historic like forts and castles. And, that was really cool. So that was downtown, and then we got on the big bus and we drove all the way up the island to the highest part on the island. Yeah. Where they have those famous banana daiquiris and they have this massive souvenir shopping center. And the thing was like everyone on the island was doing that, so it got super congested, but the view was just, oh my god, you couldn't beat the view once you got up there and went out on that like balcony terrace thing.
And the whole island is only 34 square miles. I think there was 55,000 people there.
Yeah, 53,000.
Yeah, so like it was beautiful city. We were in Charlotte Amelie, right? Is the capital?
Charlotte Amelie, yeah.
Amelie, yeah.
Or Amelie, I think. Amelie. Amelie, yeah.
Charlotte Amelie. And so that, St. Thomas, that's in the U.S. Virgin Islands. You could see the British Virgin Islands because they're so close. There's just this imaginary wall there. And so we were on the U.S. side in St. Thomas.
So when we were there, up in that big shopping center, Banana Daiquiri view,
the famous
lookout point,
Banana Daiquiri,
it rained so hard, and the roof was tin, so it was super loud, like really loud brown noise.
It was. It sounded like a bunch of Caribbean drums all the same. It was like ding 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 ding. It was crazy.
Yeah, and of course we love the rain because it barely ever rains in Arizona, and so Ella was actually out like dancing in the rain.
Yes, so we have footage of her just torrential downpour, and Ella's out there just
the streets were flooded within like 30 seconds. It was crazy.
Yeah, and then it was gone.
Yep.
It was like 7 minutes.
It only lasted like 7 minutes. Yeah.
It was gone.
Yep.
Like, and sun. It was crazy. And hot again.
Yep.
It was like just enough to keep the weather under 85. It was beautiful.
And then on the way back down from the peak, we stopped on the side of the road where we got a different perspective of the view of Megan's Beach. And Megan's Beach is a half-mile long beach, so it's in the shape of like a crescent moon. And so we saw it kind of more from the, I don't know what side of it, but it was a different angle at it. And we saw a bunch of big iguanas right there on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And
they were so funny.
Yeah, that was really cool.
They were so funny.
Ella accidentally dropped her cell phone down there, but between two chameleons, and she has a little Toy Story alien charm on it, and the iguana started trying to eat it. It was like biting it, and so they're like, she's like, oh no, but I went down there and got it, and it was, yeah.
He saved the day as always.
Got
Her dad always saves the day. But yeah, there was an iguana trying to eat all his phone.
Right. So many
Fun
cool
story
things.
she's never going to forget. Another reason to take your kids traveling. You just never know what they're going to experience. But we all thought it was hilarious. And then the iguana, when like we started looking, it like ran up and like was holding onto the ledge. And so everyone kind of jumped back a little bit.
Pretty fun. Yeah,
but it was pretty fun.
And then we spent, like 2 hours on Megan's Beach?
Gosh.
Oh man, that was... The water was, I'd swear the water was like 89 degrees.
89.
It, was,
it felt like
you could stay out there
body
all day.
Temperature.
Yeah, it was so nice. And
there
it was so clear.
So many fish.
So many little fish just like right up there where the water comes up. And there's no waves. It's so calm.
Yeah, it was just like a pond almost. I mean, it did not move the water.
Yeah, it didn't churn up the water at all.
And it was
so, you could,
so clear.
Yeah, you could probably see for like 50 feet.
And it was shallow for so long. So the kids could walk out and then
walk out really far. And there was pelicans diving like 10 feet away from you getting all fish.
There were so many fish the pelicans didn't care. And I think they were used to the tourists. So they would dive within like 8-10 feet of you. You just hear this big splash and there's this huge pelican. And then you'd watch them and they'd be like... and they'd take this big, huge swallow of all the fish. And it was funny because like I watched one that was up really close and it was like holding it in its mouth and you could see the fish swimming in its mouth. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, our live will end in 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we've detected inactivity. It's probably because we're not moving. Let me see if that'll work. That might, hopefully. Oh, okay, we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
All right, so... do you want to move to our next port?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our second port of call was Puerto Rico.
San Juan, Puerto
Rico. Where we just decided we're not buying an excursion. Oh, and the other excursion was Godfrey Tours, and it was $200 for 5 people, which is relatively inexpensive when it comes to excursions. That got us a 6-hour tour guide, and he knew everything about the island.
Literally, he was giving us a guided, educational, informational tour the whole time.
And then we got to go hang out at the most beautiful beach. It's the top number 3 rated beach in America by TripAdvisor.
In America,
in the world. Sorry, in the world. I forgot it's actually in the America.
Number 3 beach in the world.
The number 3 beach in the world, and it was. I get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
It was paradise. It was.
And I guess there were sea turtles out there. We didn't see any, but there was tons and tons of sea turtles. So it was just St. Thomas has my heart. But then we moved to Puerto Rico, which also has my heart. So
yeah, we'd
Puerto
never
Rico.
been to Puerto Rico or St. Thomas before, but Puerto Rico was definitely on our bucket list.
Bucket list for sure.
San Juan was a pretty big city.
Big city?
Yeah.
Yeah, people were so friendly. Oh my gosh. I got in so many conversations with people just out on the beach, like that guy named Chris. Hi, Chris, if you're watching. We had a long chat with him, and he gave us some much-needed advice about switching sides of the little beach we were on. We were in an area snorkeling at first. It was really cool. There's some huge crabs and some fish, but it was really murky. There was lots of seaweed, lots and lots and lots of seaweed.
And then the sand kept getting kicked up because there was some waves crashing in.
Yeah, the sand was very fine, and fine sand makes it really cloudy.
So, yeah, Chris said you should go to the other beach because the water's really clear and there's lots of fish. So we're like, all right, let's go.
So we traveled on over there, took about a 5-minute walk, walked over there, and oh my gosh, I want to say it was the best snorkeling I've ever seen. He still thinks Honduras, Cozumel. He still thinks Cozumel.
Chunkanut Beach at Cozumel.
I think this was the best snorkeling ever. I saw a sea cucumber. I saw what we called the puppy fish. I wonder if it's a cuttlefish. Like, I don't think they have cuttlefishes. Anyways.
I think that's like squid thing.
Oh, okay. So it was like a puppy. It literally stayed with us for 5 minutes, just swimming in and out of our feet and nibbling on our little toes. It didn't hurt. It just was like so curious. Oh, it was the cutest little fish. Jordan was like, "Can we take it home?" And I was like,
"Of course."
I can't handle more responsibilities, homie.
No more
Can't
pets.
do it
No
today.
more pets, bro.
No more pets. So, and we're not taking a fish from the Caribbean home. So
I was out there snorkeling.
You were out there for 3 hours.
well, maybe a couple hours. But I was
It
kind
was
of having
3
a hard
hours.
time because my mustache was like letting the water in, so I'd have to take off the goggles, dump the water out, put them back on, suction them like every 30 seconds. So that was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna shave next time I go snorkeling. So tip for guys: shave before you go snorkeling. But I saw so many fish and the sea anemones, those
The
spiny
spiny
ones.
ones.
Yeah, gotta be careful of those because they're
Don't
like
step on
6-inch
those.
spines and it could puncture you. And
Yeah.
so I was very careful about that. And I went out pretty far to where like the barrier is. I guess like you don't go past this rope. So I was just hanging onto the rope and like getting underwater video of all the fish. And there's tons of fish out there.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, I saw a little one of those little shrimp guys with the really long legs.
The ones from Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah, Jacques.
Jacques.
He cleans everything. But yeah, excellent snorkeling, and the water was so shallow too. Like you didn't have to go out into the deep. Really.
The fish were like 2 feet from the shore.
Mm-hmm.
They were just. It was like as soon as you could actually get your head in the water, there was fish.
And the fish really like the coral. Like I saw this brain coral. They had a bunch, like all kinds of different coral. But the fish like to hang out where they can eat the coral. So you just go to where the coral is, and you'll see hundreds of fish.
It's very cool. Very cool. And I got into the cutest conversation with this grandma from Puerto Rico. And she barely spoke English. I barely spoke Spanish. But we tried really, really hard. And we had like a 30-minute conversation.
She's always talking with people.
I like people.
I don't really talk to strangers. Like
Cody was out snorkeling, and I was chatting with the grandma, the abuela from Puerto Rico, and her. I met her great grandson who lied to me and told me he was in 3rd grade, and she was like, "No, he's not."
What grade?
Dos.
2nd grade.
Yeah, he's 7. She would say he's 7, 2nd grade, and I was like, you, and he didn't speak any Spanish. So it was really interesting to see the dynamics between the two of them. And she was mad at her granddaughter for not teaching him Spanish. We got into a conversation about that too.
Got it.
So
it's so good to be bilingual.
Yeah, so we talked about that, how she's like, he'll get more money. And I was like, he will get more money. Yep. So it was very cool. What are you doing?
I'm just scrolling up through the comments here.
Okay, I can read them from here. Okay, stop. Okay.
Wait, there's a lot.
I know, it's all... Okay.
It's all saved.
Okay, it's all saved. Anyway, so that was our ports, except for we were supposed to go to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We bought the water slide passes for their Thrill Island.
Thrill Island Water Park, which is like the tallest water slide.
Sad face.
Yeah, so...
Due to very severe lightning and winds, at 8 o'clock that morning when the gangway was supposed to be down, we were probably right there too. They called it and they said no.
Oh, the captain came over the intercom and said, it's like, sorry everyone, but I'm gonna have to cancel our
trip to Perfect Day.
Perfect Day.
It was not a perfect day at Coco Cay.
No.
It was.
So yeah, but
it was it was still a great day on Icon of the Seas though, just not a perfect day at Coco Cay.
Yeah.
So
we didn't get to go on the island, Royal Caribbean's private island water park beach. But we still had fun on the ship, so that was a bummer. I'm sure
our boys
everyone
just
was
got
very
home. Sorry about our dogs barking.
Oh.
So we are so we were pretty bummed, but we tried to make the best of it. It's still a great day on Icon of the Seas. I mean, it was just another sea day, which was great. They kind of just circled up by Palm Beach.
They just chilled over by West Palm Beach, Florida.
We just sat there.
You could actually see the skyline of the buildings from Florida. So I was like, oh, we're only like 25 miles away from Florida. And we just chilled out there. Like there was barely any wake at all. Like I think we were going like 2-3 miles per hour or something like that.
All right, let's go to the service. We would like to shout out Roy, our steward, one of the best stewards we've ever had. He was awesome. Super funny, super awesome. The kids loved him. He tucked Ella's little stuffy into bed every night. Oh my gosh, he was so great. And then my favorite was what's Putu, right?
Putu.
Putu, my favorite waiter from the Windjammer. He was so sweet. He knew me every time I went in there. He would come in, and that's saying a lot because there's like 8,000 people in there.
Yeah, he'd come up to me like, hi, how
He'd
are
be
you?
like, hi, how are you? How was your day? And he'd remember what we talked about before, and he'd always get me a drink, and he'd always like, oh, do you want juice? I know you like orange juice. Do you want me to get you orange? Oh my gosh, he was so cute and so sweet. I actually took a picture with him. He was so sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, so wow, we never needed guest services.
Yep.
Big deal. Never needed guest services. Even on Disney, we've had to go to guest services.
Yep.
So it was a well-oiled machine. They definitely know what they're doing on Icon of the Seas.
Definitely.
We had no hiccups at all. No hiccups.
Yeah, it was great. And customer service, they're also like considerate and thoughtful and attentive. Like anything, like they would come by the table, ask if we want drinks.
Oh yeah, I mean, so many times. Like there was, it felt almost overstaffed. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like there was extra staff everywhere I saw. There was an employee.
Yep.
It wasn't understaffed at all, which is really nice to say on a ship that has 8,000 people on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the ratio of like
with,
crew to passenger is, but it felt like almost 10-1 crew to passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's move on to the casino. We actually played in the casino this time, which was pretty cool. I come from a family of casino players and lovers, and Cody does not. Cody hates the casino, but I had fun. I actually found, just listen to this, a little shop of horrors slot machine. Oh my god, penny slots. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun, and I won a free cruise.
That's when it's worth it.
I won a free cruise! Woo! Well, I earned enough points to win a free cruise.
Yeah.
So, which was pretty cool, which wasn't that hard. We did it in about 3 hours.
Yeah, all combined
about 3 hours, which we did over 3 days. We also played in a slot tournament, which I came in first in my round, but then I lost.
Yeah,
but
first there's 3 rounds with 10 people each round. And I got first.
I got first, and I ended up in 5th for like the finals.
Yep.
So I was pretty proud of myself.
Yeah,
that's really, just luck and hitting the button.
Yeah, it's so easy. You just hit the button as fast as you can. And then you touch the touch screen whenever a star pops up. You touch the star.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
And I think a lot of it is luck too. Like you don't know what.
Well, yeah, because if you get on a bad streak, you lose. So it was still fun. So we found some fun stuff to do in the casino. It was a nice casino. Half of it was smoking, half of it was non-smoking for those that do play and are curious about that. Mm-hmm. So, and there is no deck number 13 because it's bad luck. So some people want to know if there's a deck 13 on the ship. There is not. It goes from 12 to 14. Yep. So, kids experience.
If you have kids, they're going to have a lot of fun.
They're going to have a blast. Yeah. We cruise with our kids and we cruise without our kids. Yep. Both have their perks. We didn't get to go to a lot of adult shows because the kids just ran us ragged all day doing stuff. Like we were so busy on this ship. Mm-hmm. And the kids had a lot of fun. They definitely, what do you think their favorite part was? The water slides?
Probably, yeah,
water slides and the food. They loved the food. Mm-hmm. They really loved the Windjammer, which is great. We have one with dairy allergies. We have a picky eater, and we have a pain in the butt. I'm trying to think of how else to describe him. Yeah. He can be a pain in the butt.
But I mean, the one place
specific about his food too. So it was definitely the Windjammer. Really was a cool.
It's just because there's so much to choose from. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't not find something you like.
Right. And if you have kids with different likes, it's really nice.
And they have a kids club where you can go sign your kids up.
Yeah, but our kids are not kids club people.
Yeah.
They like the freedom of roaming, and we felt safe letting them go as long as they all stayed together. They couldn't be alone.
Right.
Which was really nice.
Yeah, so Adventure Ocean was the kids club, and then me and the kids went to this little black light puppet show.
Oh, yeah.
It was interactive, and it had, like, you'd get sprayed with, like, water guns. Mm-hmm. So it was, like, a black screen, and then it had all this, bright colored puppets and set pieces and stuff. So that was fun, and the bubbles shot out of the side, and, like, soap snow shot out of the other side. And so it was pretty cool. They actually went to that show twice, and the first time, they really liked it and wanted me to go, so I went with them the second time.
They liked getting squirted with water. That's what I heard.
Okay.
I was like, I could squirt you with water, but you guys
Right,
want to see a
yeah,
puppet
like
show where you
you
get
guys have
squirted
been
with
at the
water?
splash ground, okay.
Let's go.
Alright.
Yeah. So, ship layout. Mo asked this earlier if we liked the ship. Favorite ship I've ever been on. I think it's my 7th cruise. Favorite ship I've ever been on.
Mm.
What about you?
I think for me, it's still the Disney Treasure, just because it's so. There's so much art everywhere.
Yeah.
The ship's so well laid out, and there's so much entertainment, and the shows are just really, really good, and the ship is just beautiful.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a close. For me, the Icon is definitely the very close second.
Yeah, I liked the Icon because there's like they have a Central Park area that has 1,800 live plants, which is really cool. To have that many live plants, it literally looks like a park. They even have bird noises and cricket noises, which is really cool. So that was fun to feel like you were outdoors in this park area and not stuck indoors.
Right. Everything was so
nice.
bright and natural lighting. Like they had
there was so much colors.
Yeah, just so much light.
So much
everywhere,
light, so much color. Yeah, definitely great theming for the ship.
Right. And then the inside, it feels like you're in a giant, like, quadruple decker mall.
Yeah, it definitely
so huge.
It definitely was a huge ship. But it didn't feel like a huge ship. The only time it felt long was when you were walking the deck to get like specifically
it's
from the aft to the front. You're like, wow, this ship is long.
It's 1,200 feet long, so
if
you definitely get your steps in.
Yeah, but like our cabin was relatively close to the elevator, so everything is relatively close to the elevator.
Oh, and
you know what I mean? But if you go from all the way to the back, all the way to the front, then it feels crazy intense.
Yeah.
And the elevators were so nice and
oh my gosh.
so fast.
Yeah, speaking of elevators, there's 12 elevators between the front and the middle, and another 12 elevators between the back and the middle. And they work so well. Like there's a bunch of these touch screen kiosks. You just hit what floor you want to go to.
Yeah.
And like we mentioned earlier, there's those maps, so you can look where you want to go, hit the button, and then it lights up with the letter of the elevator that you want to go to.
Yeah, so then you just go stand in front of that letter, and it opens, and it only takes you to the floors that other people have. It's been directed to that letter elevator. So it's a little confusing at first if you've never used them. But if you've used them, this was the most efficient one I've seen. Quickest
Sometimes you had to wait like 2 or 3 minutes to get on the elevator.
But once you were on it,
was super
you were there
fast.
so fast.
Yeah, you'd go like 3 decks in probably 5 seconds.
And what happened on one of the elevators?
Oh yeah, on the last day, or no, on the C day.
The C day where we were supposed to go to
Coco Cay.
Coco Cay. It's the last day.
Oh yeah, it was. There was the piano player in the elevator.
In the elevator playing piano music, and he was like improvising and singing, and we interacted with him. We asked him all these questions. We danced with him. We filmed it. It was so cute. It'll be in our daily vlogs.
And he said the people work 7 days a week, 7 months a year, and we're just
that's how long a cruise contract is. 7 months. They work 7 days a week.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. So
they definitely.
If you go on a cruise, tip and thank the crew, because that is just a commitment I am not about.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a long. 7 months is a long time. So, that's pretty much. Oh, let's talk about the spa and this thermal suite. So we got a little bit of pampering on this cruise.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot. I got a couple of things.
We got, for the first time, we did IV therapy, which is great for. We're supposed to detox our system, boost our metabolism, boost your energy. Had a B12 in it, had
like
zinc
all the good vitamins, magnesium,
zinc, and all kinds of
all the good vitamins,
all the good vitamins, yeah. And it
hydrates you really well.
And hydrates you, yeah. And so you got we got 2 doses and a intermuscular
shot magnesium, just to make the beneficial effects of the IV therapy last a lot longer. Like, didn't you say it lasts
6 months? 6 months is what it's supposed to last.
I noticed a difference almost immediately. Like, I had so much more energy, and I was so much more, like, it also helps your brain, like, and your memory and your cognitive clarity and everything. So it was It was expensive, but I think it was worth it because
I do too.
the effects are going to last a long
Yeah.
time.
And IV therapy is really popular here in Arizona, and we've always wanted to try it. And so, just because it's so dehydrating here, so it was fun to try it on the ship. This is what's so great about cruises. It's a great place to like try things you wouldn't necessarily try. It's the first place we tried acupuncture too, and the insoles to your feet. We always spread it out because it's more expensive than if you were to try it at home. But I've noticed I'm not willing to spend money on myself at home, but on vacation I'm like so we got a facial as well, and we got a massage. So we had a very, very pampering area. We've had we just recently had a pretty traumatic loss. Two traumatic losses. My brother and my best friend both have passed away in the last 2 months, and so Cody was just very, very willing to spoil me a little bit. And I appreciate that. Thank you, honey. It's been really hard. It's been hard to try to keep going. And as business owners, we have to keep going and we have to keep working. We have to make content. And it's been hard. For those of you who know me and who've been asking, I'm hanging in there. A trip to Puerto Rico helps.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to Disneyland with her husband and her kids in 2 weeks.
Her best friend of 38 years.
38 years.
And her brother, who was 41 when he died. Both died within the last
2 months.
2 months. So it's like, man, come on. Like,
it's been really hard.
So
but life does not stop lifing. It's like my thing. And Krista used to tell me and used to tell Gabe, we can do hard things. It's her saying. We're going to get a matching tattoo that says it. And we absolutely can do hard things. So this has been the hardest, but we can get through this. So so the spa was amazing. The thermal suite, on the other hand, not so great.
I would not recommend getting the thermal suite just because it's weird. You have there's 2 levels of the spa. So and the locker rooms are on the lower level, and the thermal suite's on the upper level.
So you have to walk through the lobby in your robe.
Or you walk down the stairs to change into your robe. Robe didn't have pockets either. And then you walk back up the stairs to go to the thermal suite. And the thermal suite only had 2 steam rooms, an infrared sauna, which didn't work, and 10 of the thermal beds you lay on that are like hot. And a shower, so it didn't have like a big hot tub with
the
jets
mineral
and everything,
spas
and
or
like
whatever.
a shower
Mineral
it was missing that, and it didn't have
a view.
Didn't have a view. It was pretty dark in there, and they didn't have like a little water hydrating station with like drinks. They had.
It reminded me of the Disney Magic a lot, which was my least favorite until this one. But Disney Magic was made in 1998.
Yeah, and
so this is like a brand new ship, and it was very comparable to the Magic. And
I think the Magic was a lot better because it had 3 different steam rooms.
Well, what I use the thermal beds. If you've never used a thermal bed, it's like a clay bed that heats up so you can lay on it, so you get really, really warm. It's very relaxing for back muscles and hip pain, which I have. So.
Well, it's also mosaic stone though, so it's not comfortable for me at least.
It's very hard to lay on. I definitely have to sit on a towel to make it not hurt my butt bone. But So
I was not impressed with the thermal suite, especially the inconvenience of having to go down to change in the locker room. Oh, the locker room didn't have anything either. It was like
there was no.
I don't know. There was like 20 lockers, maybe 20 small lockers, and the locks on the lockers didn't work.
Mine didn't either.
And
we didn't even talk about that. Mine didn't either.
Yeah, and they didn't have those like flip flops.
No flip flops. So you had to walk barefoot up there through the. Yeah, it was weird. It was just. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. The only reason I would say I would still do it again is because I've learned that it goes on sale, and some people get it for $55 a trip for the week.
For the whole trip?
For the whole trip.
Oh, see, that's a big deal.
We paid $109, which is still the cheapest we've ever paid. Like, I think Disney's is $179 a person. So it's $109, so it's a lot less. I get why.
But still, I only went twice. She only went once, so it's definitely not worth it.
I went once, and I was like,
yeah.
And we were so busy with the kids. If it was just the 2 of us, if it was just the 2 of us and it was cheaper, I would definitely do it again. But it wasn't, so boo. Okay.
So what's our prompt to the audience for this part?
What do you mean?
For the spa thermal suite?
Oh, no, just that our spa vlog is coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
where we talk about that.
So, does the audience like to do the spa and thermal suite?
Yeah, do you like to do you have
Or do you
have
just skip over that completely?
Have you ever used a thermal suite before? They're pretty fun. I like them. We dig.
Yeah. I just like to get drenched in sweat and like sweat out all the toxins, and then combined with that and the IV, I was feeling really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jesse, you've never been to a spa?
Oh no.
Guess what your Christmas bonus is gonna be, girl? We're going to the spa.
How do you invite someone to join?
You
live
don't
with
invite.
okay.
You don't know.
My
that.
bad.
Stop. Let me social media, and you keep your hands to
Okay,
yourself.
sorry.
All
I'm just
right.
reading the comments.
I know. So, yeah. So the other thing we did was the Key program. We've talked about that a little bit. It is the VIP service for Royal Caribbean. We paid a lot. I think $1,200.
Well, for 5 of us, right?
For 5 of us. It also included internet, which, if you know, like Disney's internet is $200 per person. So that's the price right there. Oh, okay. So we were like, if we were going to buy internet, let's get the VIP service along with it so that we could try it, see what it was all about. So we got to get on the ship first. We were on the ship, literally no line. Got there at 11. We were on the ship by 11:08. 8 minutes. Took us 8 minutes to get all the way through security, to get our bags scanned, to get our passes, to get our sea passes, to get or get onto the ship, walk the gangway, and we were on in 8 minutes.
It was the fastest
and
by far of
Miami port is supposed to be the busiest port on the planet.
And the biggest cruise port, right?
Mm-hmm. Biggest cruise port,
and
the busiest cruise port on the planet. And they got us through in 8 minutes. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked, I tell you, because
it's a well-oiled
oh
machine.
My gosh, Princess, we waited for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours to get on the ship, and we were first. We were like the first
We got
group.
in line first, yeah.
We got in line first. We were probably the 28th person on the ship. Took us 2 hours. So we were really, really impressed, thinking Icon was going to be a nightmare because there were so many people getting on. But yeah, with the Key program, we were definitely able to get on. That was really nice. We also had a welcome breakfast, or I guess kind of welcome like a brunch lunch. We had a welcome lunch, which was supposed to be samples of the specialty restaurants. I wasn't as impressed with the lunch the Key had. I'd been warned in reviews not to be super impressed. Yeah. But they didn't have kid options. So the kids were like, filet mignon? Ooh. And the filet mignon was just okay.
It was
so
good, but
yeah, it was good, but it wasn't the best I've had, you know. So
well,
it was not a lunch that would be worth the price of the VIP experience.
Right. Yeah, the dining part of the Key was, to me, not worth it.
Was a little bit
disappointing. We only went to main, like we said in the very beginning. We only went to
the very
dining,
beginning
the
of the
first
ship
meal and the last meal.
And the last meal of the ship, which was the Key breakfast, the debarkation breakfast. And that was actually really good. I really enjoyed my French toast. It was really good. And they had better options than the lunch, which is usually on your day off the ship. It's like a continental breakfast where they're like, we don't have to impress you. Get the heck off our ship.
Right.
Yeah. But this was actually a really, really nice breakfast. So I was impressed with that. And what else did it come with? It came with priorities, the reserved seats, which we talked about.
For the shows, yeah, we got there later than most, and still got really good.
And still
seats,
got really good seats for Wizard of
perk.
Oz, ice skating, and the Aqua Show. The Aqua Show was the best. I think we got the best seats because that show, like those seats, like we got there 20 minutes before, 30 minutes before, and it was packed already. So people definitely like to see the Aqua Show the best. And what's nice about the ice skating rink is it's in the round, so which means there's like audience on all sides, so there really isn't a bad seat.
Yeah. So what's your overall rating?
Well, we have to talk about whether or not we'd do the Key again.
Oh, sorry.
Would you do the Key again?
In.
It was supposed to come with private time on the FlowRider and private time on the rock wall.
Yeah.
It didn't, for our sailing anyway.
Really?
I don't know if it's because our sailing was so packed or because our sailing was less packed. I don't actually know how many people were on our sailing. The exact number. I didn't ask. I know the crew know. But I don't think I would.
Yeah, me neither, because I think the only time we really benefited from it was getting the good seats at the shows.
Oh, I liked getting on the ship early because it was nice because we got to get some really cool video and footage of, which is great if you're a content creator. There wasn't a bunch of people everywhere. So it was nice to like walk around and see the ship. And like we walked under the water slides. The first thing the kids did was go on the water slides and there was no line. They just rode and rode and rode and rode. So we had them get on the ship in their bathing suits. So all they had to do was just rip their stuff off and jump on the bathing suit or on the water slide. So yeah, so you've gone this far. You want to learn the code? Well, the code
for a free hat, a free merch hat.
Yep.
It has this on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has that beautiful picture on it. It also has a QR code so you can show all your friends and have them scan in, join our channel. But it's our merch. We would appreciate you rocking it anywhere you want. So yeah, so the code.
Do you want me to show the hat and grab one?
No, it's okay. It has this on it. It'll be like a little secret. So the code for this, first person to message us with the word, you ready?
I don't know the word.
You don't know the word, huh?
No.
Wonder. And that's because that's our next cruise ship. We are going on the Disney Wonder in 2 weeks from Vancouver to Hawaii. So the first person who sends me the message that says Wonder in it, you will get a hat shipped from us.
Is it a comment or a message?
Message.
Okay.
Message us. Message us. And we will get you a hat. So, yeah.
Aren't we giving away 2?
We're giving away 2. First 2 people.
Cool.
All right. So, in closing, what would you rate this out of 10?
8.5.
That low? Oh my God, I'm saying 9.5. That
Really?
was, I had so much fun on this ship. So much fun. I would absolutely do this cruise tomorrow again. I could have stayed. Usually by day 5, 6, I miss my dogs. I want to go home. It bums me out. And I'm sick of this food. I want to go home. Day 6 is usually when I'm like, I miss home.
Yeah, but
I didn't miss anybody.
Yep.
And one of my kids was here. I didn't miss my kid. I didn't miss home. I didn't miss anything. And it was pretty awesome. Can you shut the door, please? No, with you on the other side. We're literally ending our live.
Yeah, we're ending our live in like...
This is the real moment.
1
Nope.
minute.
You're getting closer. Please go.
No, I need a charger.
Can you please go? They're in
Dude,
Dad's backpack.
Yeah, there's like 100 charges.
My phone's on 1.
Okay, I'm so sorry your phone's on 1. I'm sure your brother has a charger. Bye.
Don't let a dog in. Okay, in closing.
Send us the code Wonder, and Cody's rating is 8.5. My rating is 9.5. I had a blast. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. It helps our small business.
Ask questions.
We absolutely appreciate all of you. Does anyone have any questions? If anyone has any questions, put them in the comments. Definitely my favorite cruise and Cody's second favorite cruise we've ever been on.
Someone, Jesse asked, is there a lot of people that get the key?
Oh, the key, I would say not really. I'd say maybe 5% of the ship had the key. I noticed when I would go to each showing, there was only about 30 or 40 people at the showing, but there was lots of showings of the show.
Right.
But there was about 30 or 40 people at each showing, and maybe about 300 people in the people that didn't have the key. So, yeah, any other questions? Let me check YouTube, see if anyone has any other questions. Let's see. Oh, you love our videos. Hi, Perry. I'm glad you love our videos. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate everything. We're going to wrap it up then. Yeah. We love you guys.
It's been a long live. Yeah.
It's been a long live. We're going to try to do these more often. We went live a couple times on the ship, but I would like to do these weekly lives. So if you have some ideas for more content, please shoot us a message or comment in the videos.
And ask questions, because then we can answer your questions in the next live.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Thanks for watching. How do you get out of this one? I'm just going to close out everything.
I'm trying to see how to get off YouTube. How do we get off YouTube? Woo! Oh. That's not the way. That's not the way.
Just close out. I think that'll be fine.